folks, it's Not Jay from Not Jay's Tabletop Gaming, and this video brings us back to the North Atlantic where we take a look at the German battleship Bismarck. She took on the Hood toe-to-toe, came out the better side for a little while until the rest of the British North Seas fleet took care of business, sent her to the bottom as well. So take a look and hope you enjoy. Here we have the German battleship Bismarck. She was the first of two Bismarck-class battleships. Her sister ship, of course, being the Tirpitz. The namesake, of course, is Otto von Bismarck. She was built by Blohm + Voss in Hamburg, laid down on July 1st, 1936, launched 14 February 1939, commissioned in 24 August 1940. So it took her a little over 4 years to be built and commissioned. Of course, she was scuttled following incapacitating battle damage on 27 May 1941 and during the Battle of Denmark Strait, where she had previously blown up HMS Hood with a lucky 15-inch round, 15-inch shell. Displacement for her was 50,300 tons in combat load. She came in at 792 feet at the waterline, 823.5 feet long. So she had a pretty big clipper bow there. Her beam was 36 meters, 118 feet long. She was 30.5 foot draft. She had 12 superheated boilers producing 148,116 horsepower. And her propulsion was 3 gear turbines with 3 screw propellers. She could get up to about 30 knots. And her range was 8,870 nautical miles, cruising at 19 knots. Her complement was 103 officers and 1,962 enlisted men. She had 8 15-inch guns and 4 double turrets, 12 15-centimeter or 5.9-inch guns in 6 double mounts, and then 16 4-inch guns in 8 double mounts. She also had 16 1.5-inch guns and 12 20-millimeter guns. So very well appointed armament-wise. Armor was pretty good. She had a belt of 12.6 inches. The turrets were 14.2 inches. And then the main deck was 3.9 to 4.7 inches. She did carry 4 Arado AR-196 float planes, and the aviation facilities, basically how they launched them, was a double-ended catapult there amidship. So the Bismarck was the big baddie on the block, as it were. The Germans were so afraid of her and her sister ship that they kept a lot of their navy close to the home waters, basically making sure she didn't break out and go raiding in the North Atlantic, which is exactly what ended up happening when she was headed out to sea with Prince Eugen. Now, what's interesting is that as feared as she was only in service for less than a year. August 1940 to May of 1941. So, what's that? 9 months? 10 months? So, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, 9 months. She was in service 9 months. You know, and her really the only time she ever was in battle was during the Battle of Denmark Strait. Ended up being a very quick battle for the hood. It took quite a bit to get her knocked out, even to the point where, you know, she wasn't going to sink unless the Germans actually, you know, pulled the plugs, so to speak. She did take quite a bit of damage in the rudder from a torpedo from a swordfish. She did get hit a couple of times by Prince of Wales. And they did split, the Prinz Eugen did split away to make a run for Brest on the French coast when it was determined that she was going to eventually be sunk. So, yeah, it's a beautiful ship. I love the lines of her, very modern in her look, with the big clipper bow on it. Nice symmetrical lines, fore and aft for the most part. Are really a beautiful ship. The model, however, not so much. I did not enjoy painting this model. And to be honest, the reason is the beauty of the ship is because of how it's layered from top to bottom with overhangs and whatnot. It just makes it a difficult ship to paint. So it's not. This is not the greatest paint job I've ever done. It's good enough. It looks good at 3 feet, and that's what's important. But I'll be honest, I did not enjoy this. Enjoy painting this. It was difficult for me. I had high hopes, but when I started looking at it, I just realized that, you know, my style of painting was not going to be able to pull off the look I wanted to pull off. So, as unfortunate as that is, it's still a good-looking ship. I think it'll serve well on the table, but, you know, be that as it may, we'll just, you know, be done with it and let it go on. Take a look at a couple of the photos I've got for her. Let me know what y'all think. Hopefully you've enjoyed this quick little video, and let me know in the comments below what you think my next ship should be. I'm thinking it's going to be an American cruiser. I know Paul Beckus out there wants me to do the Houston, so that may be what I end up doing, is getting the Houston on the table and getting it painted up. So, namesake of Sam Houston. Actually, it's namesake of the city of Houston, which happens to be Houston, named after Sam Houston. So, there you have it, HMS Bismarck. Take a look at these photos, and yeah, let me know what you think. So there you have it, German battleship Bismarck, model from Victory at Sea by Warlord Games. As I said, not my favorite model so far, but it is a pretty model. It just, with the way I paint, like I said, it did not turn out as well as I wanted it to, and it really wasn't a fun ship to paint. But it's done. It looks okay at the 3 foot mark, so it'll do well on the table. Anyway, as I said, also, next video is going to be an American ship, probably USS Houston. So we'll take a look. And until next time, we'll see you on the flip side.